Yeah, I've never seen a movie before or had dinner.
Yeah.
That's a little character that I do for Alana sometimes, called the Yeah Guy. We're recording.
Well, I'm glad the Yeah Guy didn't go with us to breakfast this morning.
Yeah, I've never had any breakfast besides for amyloid eggs.
Ew. I don't even know if amyloid if you can actually see it.
I don't know.
In person. Like, I think the only thing I've heard about it is that the beta amyloid proteins, they can form plaques on your brain.
That just made me think when you said, I don't know if you can see it, of that joke on Married with Children.
Yeah.
Have you seen the picnic episode where they're trying to have a birthday for that little kid that they brought in?
No.
And at one point, Bud says something like, yeah, our emotional scars run so deep you can almost see them.
No.
I thought that was great.
That's funny.
In any event, my sister and nephew are visiting from Chicago.
Yep.
And we had breakfast with them this morning at Elmer's, which I didn't want to be the one person to say this.
Yeah.
But I've always associated Elmer's with grandparents. Their food's on point.
Yeah, I never really paid attention to what kind of people were in Elmer's. I just ate there because the food was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember the last time I had Elmer's, but I remember that their food was really good. And I remember I went, when I first moved to Portland, the first night I was here, my mom, my aunt, my grandma, and my uncle, I think we all went to Elmer's together.
I didn't know all those people were here.
Not here.
No, I mean when you first came to Portland.
Yeah, they were helping me move.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your grandma was helping you?
I think my grandma came with us, yeah.
Nice.
And it was actually a really hard time for me to move because I was getting over a cold and we were getting over a snow and ice storm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty bad. So we didn't know if we were going to, when we were going to leave and drive up there or down there rather, because we were going south. So, so I was glad that I got there before I started classes because I didn't start until the 23rd of January that year. And so I moved in a week before.
We found out something about my grandmother, who apparently had something in common with your mom.
Yeah, both of them were raised Catholic, apparently, which I thought was really interesting.
I thought I had heard that about my grandma, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandparents became members of the Baha'i faith. But according to my sister, she went back to it later in life. My grandmother did.
Wow.
And my sister has more vivid memories of my grandmother than I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I thought it was, and I was thinking about the Seals and Crofts thing that you told me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll probably confirm that for you.
Yeah, that because I like some of their music, and I found out later on that they were very much into the Baha'i religion, and I didn't know that was a big part of their what they talk about when they go on tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then you told me that they stayed at your grandparents' house overnight because they were familiar with them.
It might have been longer than that because they were all in the Baha'i faith. So I don't know if they stayed with them for like a week or what, but my uncle vividly remembered it because I asked him. And so it's something to think about there, Jaylo.
And I knew someone who was a Baha'i in my early 20s, and she confirmed that Seals and Crofts were very big Baha'i people.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Well, I told you the weird thing was after that Cross dude died, or Jim Seals died. I don't know their stuff as well.
Jim Seals died, yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to Howard Stern, and he's giving the eulogy, and he says, this guy made really good music, but then he got into this wacky religion called the Baha'i faith.
Yeah, it is pretty wacky.
It made me laugh when I heard that. And Robin is, of course, encouraging him.
Oh, so he's giving a eulogy on the show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, not in real life.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of a interesting thing.
Good stuff there, Jay. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I should check out these religions. I don't know. I'm not really a religious person, but maybe I'll check it out. I can't see.
The thing I would say about the Baha'i, and I don't know everything about it, but the thing I have with that is that it tries to unite all religions, and a lot of them are monotheistic religions.
Mm.
So Muslims, Christians, Judaism, and they try to unite them together, which I don't think you can do.
I don't know, babes.
It sounds very confusing to me.
Yeah, real confusing.
Yeah, real confusing.
Yeah, real confusing.
And there's this person called, I guess he was called the Baha'u'llah that started it or something. I'm not quite
I
sure.
thought his name was the Bob. That's what my mom told me, but she was a little bit nutty.
No, it wasn't the Bob.
Okay.
I think it's like Baha'u'llah or something.
Oh.
It's what the person went by.
I wanted to ask her if the Bob was silent.
Wah, wah,
I'm glad
wah.
you got that one there, Jaylo.
I thought maybe Silent Bob was somebody that did sign language and wasn't talking.
No, that's Kevin Smith. Was Silent Bob.
And who's Jay?
Jay was played by Jason Mewes. And apparently, Smith has said in interviews that he based Jay loosely off of Jason Mewes.
Oh, okay.
Because they kind of grew up and were in the same circles as teenagers.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew each other a long time ago.
Yeah, I'd love to watch Clerks with you. That's such an important film in my life.
Mm.
But something tells me that's not going to happen.
I don't know. Every time you say that things are an important thing in your life, I may think, okay, it's either an acquired taste or I might actually like it. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's a great movie, but there is a little bit of criticism.
Guy movie.
Oh.
I don't like guy humor.
Oh.
Superbad was okay. I mean, there were definitely some funny things in it, but it's geared toward young men.
I don't think enough stuff in our pop culture is really geared towards that demographic
Anymore?
Yeah. Now, it's weird because in other ways, our society does go in that direction, but not in pop culture, really.
What do you mean?
Well, this was my feeling growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And defining that would be teenager to early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And in a sense, I have become that old man who if I had a lawn, I'd be yelling at kids to get off of it. But I didn't think that there were a lot of good movies and TV shows for young men when I was growing up, with some exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
So, because usually what they'll do is they'll market it towards that, but you go and see the film and they have to put in a happy ending, or you find out that this angry gentleman really had a heart of gold, or there's a cute little kid in there to balance things out. And if you're really going for guy humor, I don't know if it makes sense to balance it out like that. It only makes sense for that if you're doing like a mainstream film.
It sounds like...
I don't know if I'm making sense.
It sounds like a lot of the films that not films, but a lot of the types of things that you were seeing were more like happened in animated stuff.
Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, I'm thinking live action stuff. That's why I gravitated a lot towards independent film, more cable-oriented TV shows, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a little bit off the beaten path.
Yeah, it really is off the beaten path.
Yeah. Now, society as a whole, I think, is a little bit more guy-centric. Mm-hmm. So it's always been a weird dichotomy to me that pop culture is more for females or, guys who want to appeal to females, but our society is really designed for white guys.
I don't know if I agree with that, bud.
I think so. But that's one man's opinion there, Jay. Well, and of course there are exceptions to that rule, to both rules, but that's what I've noticed, babes. Babes. Yeah, babes. I got some shit for that this morning.
I was just like, I'm not going to get involved. She kind of did that too when she saw us for the first time.
I have a very good friend of mine from the South, and we had just started hanging out when me and Alana met. I think I met him like a week after I met you.
Really?
Yeah,
so
in
that
San
was
Francisco.
really, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe you knew each other for a month, months before that.
Well, we bonded really quick because we met in San Francisco, and I gave him my knee pad so he could do some work on me. And
Bubs,
that helped things.
please be serious for once.
I met him at the White Swallow.
Bubs!
Okay. All right, stop. That's not where I met him. No, but in all seriousness, we did meet in San Francisco. But we bonded really quickly. Like 10 minutes after meeting this dude, I thought to myself, I'm going to be friends with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he thought the same way because, by the end of that trip, we were like, okay, bro, I'm going to call you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
One of those things.
Yeah.
And he comes to Portland a couple months later. We're talking. I say I've been talking to this Filipino lady. She's kind of cool, but she's a Republican. I don't know if I could go out with somebody like that. A few months later, he comes back to town and he calls me and he's like, so what's your girlfriend's name? I say, Alana. He's like, the Republican? I'm like, yeah, I know. We go to eat and I call you babes. I think we're looking at the menu. I say that. And then his response is, babe.
Oh, this is before I actually met him.
This was the day we met.
Oh, right.
You met him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, that because we were at dinner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. And he kept making fun of us, you mostly.
Yeah.
From then on.
By the way, I won't say the guy's name.
Yeah.
But there's a chance that he's going to become a real celebrity because he's been doing some cable access show, and apparently there's an interest by a cable network. He was telling me, a real cable network.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
If he becomes famous, I am going to tell you who it is. You already know, but I'll say
I already know who it is.
Yeah. But he's good people, besides from making fun of me on occasion.
I actually, despite the cracking jokes and all that, he actually seems like a decent person.
No, he is. I love this dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a tall guy.
He's about my height.
No, I think he's taller than you.
He might be taller than me.
6'4".
Yeah, because you know what? He gave me some clothes one day to borrow.
Yeah.
And they were baggy on me.
I was standing next to him and I said, how tall are you? And I think he said 6'4". I'm like, and I think if it's the same person, I think his birthday might be coming up.
It is.
Yeah. And I think it might either be before mine or...
No, it's 6 days after.
6 days after,
yep.
Okay. Yeah, because I told him, I said, I knew we had something in common.
It's funny, we get to the restaurant, my friend's black, which I only bring up because of the next comment, and he's standing right next to us, but he's totally blind.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we're going to go meet this really tall, ugly black guy. And if you see people laughing, it's probably because he's so ugly. And they're just like, Rick, I'm right here.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then you proceed to hug him.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yes.
Does he know your other jokes?
What are my other jokes? What else?
About joking about where you actually met him and how you actually...
I don't know, but knowing him, I think you would find it kind of funny.
I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
You probably just laugh it off like, oh, you're crazy.
Yeah. This is why it's good to have friends with a developed sense of humor, I think.
Developed sense of humor.
Yeah, that develops like mine. Yeah, real funny.
Oh my goodness.
It was great seeing my nephew. He's shyer than I remember him being, though.
I think he was tired. Honestly.
That's probably the case.
Because usually he's just all over the place. I mean, when he was younger, he was just bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
And wanted to do a lot of stuff. But he's probably he was really shy for a minute because I thought he forgot me.
No, I don't think he did. I think Alana, or my sister just had to say, that's Alana.
Yeah.
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 I think he might have been really tired from all the traveling and meeting new people.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
I liked it when he was younger,
Mhm.
but like in a year or two, I might be able to start reading books with him.
Yeah, it sounds like he's really into to reading books.
Mhm.
Yeah. And stuff like that. I thought that's really cool.
I thought it was cool that I almost said my sister's name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like saying names here.
Yeah.
That she didn't know that 11/22/63 was based on a book, and I don't think it's cool that she liked the miniseries because it was so bad, but it's also she didn't have the point of reference of the book.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because she liked the miniseries, she's more likely to pick up the book, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. How do you feel about that there, Jaylo?
I have no comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of this is just talk,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe we'll revisit the idea in a couple of months about taking a trip to Hawaii.
Mm.
Yeah. During the holidays, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's a lot of money.
We can make it work though. I'm confident we can make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if I have to pitch in with some of my yellow chicken boys.
What?
Even if I have to pitch in with some of my yellow chicken boys.
Oh my.
Because we'll crash with the fam.
Okay.
Oh, but some of them might believe in Jesus though.
Bubs.
What?
You could actually learn something from them. I just
How not to believe in Jesus.
How to.
Oh. What? Stop.
I haven't done that yet. For a few hours.
Hey, I haven't done you.
Okay, enough now.
All right, time to kiss the good boy.
Bubs.
What?
No distracting noises.
Oh my goodness.
Bubs.
Sorry, babes, I didn't know. Oh my goodness. Oh. We'll get to the concert eventually.
Yeah.
But like Pulp Fiction, we're going to do today's a little bit out of order.
Mm. Okay.
Don't worry, nobody's going to come back from the dead, hopefully. I mean, I guess Vincent didn't really come back from the dead. I know he was killed, and then you see him later in the movie, but it's earlier in the storyline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, that's another movie we got to watch, but you already know that, babes.
Yes.
Yeah. We get home last night, and you were kind enough to talk to me because you know that after concerts, I get all hyped up, and it's really difficult for me to sleep.
Yeah, I wasn't quite ready to settle down yet because I kind of figured that you'd want to talk for a few minutes.
So after you go to bed, I'm so hyped up, and I have this zit that's really big.
Oh, you want me to
Oh yeah. Give me some tea tree oil.
Okay, here. Oh.
Yeah.
Here you go.
All right, hold this for a second.
Okay.
And
just
hold
a second.
No, hold it. Hold it like that.
Where is it on your cheek?
Yeah, it's near kind of like my upper cheek. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, rubbing that tea tree oil in.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's supposed to help with the Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you. Hope it helps.
Yeah, and I like that you advertise the podcast to my sister too. That's good.
Well,
That's good.
I wasn't sure if she remembered that we did one.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting her to listen to it, but yeah. I just thought maybe she would want to know. I mean,
So, I have this big zit. Alana goes to bed, and I get up and go to the bathroom and put some stuff on it. And
aloe vera?
I put some aloe on it, and then I also went into the reached my hand into the shower and put some of that stuff.
Oh, the gel, the body wash.
No, that stuff that you have on there. It's like right next to it. It's a smaller bottle.
Oh, that's a face wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put some of that on there.
Did you wash it off?
Well, it's still there.
No, I mean the face wash.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But I just rubbed it on the zit.
Oh my goodness. That's supposed to be for washing your face, Bubs.
Well, the zit is on my face, so.
I understand.
Okay. And I'm like, okay, I'm up. By the way, I also, when we got home, I chugged a thing of water. So I filled up the bottle that I use and put it in Alana's freezer for a little while. So I think to myself, I have like 20, 30 minutes. Let's watch some TYT.
Did you take your bottle out?
Of course.
Oh, you did, okay.
Yeah, babes. I had some this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm telling a good story here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, that's okay. And Trump was indicted yesterday. his team says that he's going to be indicted, and it was leaked online, and they released a press statement saying that this is true. So TYT was speculating, how are they going to work this out? Are they going to take him in and do a mug shot? And if they handcuff him, is it going to be, are they going to put the handcuffs in front of his body or behind it? Because I guess if you're a rich person, they put the handcuffs in front of your body.
I personally think that they're going to try to, Alvin Bragg, who's, I guess he's some kind of a lawyer in New York, has been trying to make a case against Donald Trump for a really long time.
Well,
but they're trying to make this work. I'm not sure if it's going to. Honestly, I don't think it will.
Here's the thing: TYT was speculating that Alvin Bragg was forced into this, and this is what I got from them, and that Alvin Bragg really didn't want to press charges against Trump.
That's funny because
of he's Trump. He's
No, he is definitely a Trump hater, and he's been wanting to do this. He's been out for blood for a long time.
But typically, Democrats, I've noticed, will say they hate Trump, and they'll do everything they can to give him an advantage. And I still stick with, there's no way in hell they handcuff Trump or take a mug shot.
They're not going to, because they're not going to find anything. And Alvin Bragg, as much as you think that he was forced into it, he's not forced into it. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he's been out for Trump's blood for a long time.
Okay, but typically when you get indicted, you are arrested. There is no way they're putting cuffs anywhere near Trump. No way. There's no way he's going to take a mug shot. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. I don't believe it.
And it's not going to happen because despite whatever things that they could have found or things that they think they found, they don't have a strong case.
We haven't seen their case.
They don't have a strong case. They never had a strong case. They his home was raided. He was accused of Russia collusion, and that went down south. He was forced to turn in documents, all the stuff that they've been throwing at him, people like Adam Schiff and what's her face,
I don't know, but
well hold on, I wasn't finished.
Oh my goodness.
What? I'm almost done.
Okay.
I'm just saying that they've been fighting a losing battle for a long time, and Alvin Bragg is no exception. I think that he's been wanting to do this for a long time. And I even heard him say this. I've even heard him say that he wanted to get Trump. And I don't think he's going to get his chance.
Okay, so Alana's opinion is different than mine. I don't think that he's going to get his chance, but I think it's because people like Joe Biden are going to step in and prevent it, not that Trump wasn't guilty. But while we disagree on why Trump's not going to be handcuffed or sent to prison, we both agree that that's not going to be the case. Now, having said that, it's still kind of fun, and once in a while you got to let your mind think of what if, whisper of a dream, even though it's going to remain that. But I kind of liked it. I kind of like the whole indictment thing. I can get with it, even though it's not going to go anywhere, even though it should. It's not.
I honestly think that the left doesn't give Trump enough credit. I think that he is 10 steps ahead. He's 10 steps ahead of everyone, and I think he knew that something like this was going to happen. But I think he also knows that nothing's going to really come of it. Okay,
you said the left doesn't give Trump enough credit. What did he do when he was in the office that you think lefties should be happy about?
No, I'm not saying that they should be happy about any of it. I'm saying that they always say that he is the dumbest, that he's really, really stupid. But he's been predicting a whole bunch of things, and a lot of them have come true. Especially with and my mind just went blank. Sorry.
That's okay.
I can't make my point at the moment.
Okay, but what I will say is I do think that George W. Bush is dumber than Donald Trump.
He's definitely not, yeah.
Right. Now, as far as him predicting things, like maybe the indictment, okay, he was off by a week or so, but that's still interesting timing. he did predict the release of the vaccine a few days after the election. That's interesting. I'm not going to say it's not. But I would also make the counter argument that he has access to information that we don't. And maybe that gives him the ability to predict things in a more, precise way than other people.
I'm not sure about that. I think that maybe he does have access to things, but I also think that he was prevented from having access to things. And I just think that he has he's just noticed that things were going to happen. And maybe he's been doing some things behind the scenes, but this stuff doesn't surprise me really.
I don't know how he was prevented from having access to things when his cabinet was basically filled with sycophants.
Well, first off, there were people that were blocking some of the things that he wanted to do. And also, not everybody in his cabinet were sycophants, although that is one of two things that I would not agree with him on, was that he didn't do he wasn't always careful about who he chose.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping that he's learned from it. I think that he probably might be a little too trustworthy. And there are people that are like that. He's not the only one. And I think maybe he was a little too trustworthy until something happened and something happened and they had to be fired or they had to resign. But that's something that to discuss on another day. I think it's one of those things to where this just happened. I don't think that Alvin Bragg is going to get what he wants, because I really do think he wants this.
I don't know what he wants.
Oh, I think he does.
I don't know if he wants Trump to really be punished for this,
yes, I think
or if
he
he just wants the press release.
No, he does.
I mean, I know we disagree with this, but it's been my contention that mainstream Democrats are actually secretly big Trump fans.
Not at all.
And that's why we have these weak investigations instead of strong ones that might reveal something.
They are not Trump fans. They've never been Trump fans. They've been trying to get him since he went down the escalator announcing his candidacy. They've been on him forever. They've been on him since 2015. They laughed at him when he said that he was running.
Publicly,
yes.
I don't know what they were doing behind the scenes.
Oh, they're probably laughing too.
Well, but a lot of people thought that Fox News was in favor of Trump just because they were saying it with the whole election thing. And then when the whole lawsuit comes out, we find out that they were laughing at him behind the scenes.
Yeah, but there isn't any evidence to me to suggest that any Democrat that has been trying to get Trump is really a Trump supporter at all. I don't see it.
I would make the argument that they haven't looked in the right places in certain investigations. I would also say that, listen, I don't think the election was stolen. I think Joe Biden won it. Now, having said that, if you were gonna steal an election and if you were gonna make it look like there was fraud, you would go with Joe Biden because he's such an easy candidate to beat. He just got extremely lucky, in my humble opinion. So if you were the Democratic Party, mm-hmm. that's not who I would choose if I was going to win an election against Donald Trump.
Well, they chose him because, for that simple reason that you said, he was going to be their puppet. And honestly, I think Joe Biden was just installed in the White House like a toilet, and that's just my opinion. He was installed in the White House, and there are more and more and more things that are coming out that have to do with these machines, and probably and it cannot be. I mean, things are just coming out of the woodwork that no one is reporting on except for very independent media that are not. They're not corporate. Okay,
so one thing I would say about, let's take the whole Fox debacle, and I know we've gone over that before, so I'm not going to make this a long thing.
Yeah.
Despite what you think of Tucker Carlson and so many of the other hosts on there.
Yeah, no.
Right. I think we can all agree that they're reasonably intelligent people, and they have access to information that we don't because they know so many people in that racket.
Mhm.
So if they don't believe that the election was stolen and they're smart people who have more information than we do, what does that say about it actually being stolen?
Well, first off, a lot of people started leaving Fox News, and this whole thing started officially when they started calling out Pennsylvania and other states when they were not finished counting it, and a lot of conservatives have been very, very angry with the way that it's been reported off of Fox News, and they've left that. They stopped watching it for that reason.
Okay, but what?
And hold on, I wasn't finished. That doesn't mean that just because Fox said it wasn't stolen, it was that. I'm sorry. That doesn't mean that Fox believing that it wasn't stolen, that is the truth.
No.
Because,
but what I'm saying is they have more access to information than we do.
But have you ever thought that maybe they could be editing it because the Murdochs aren't exactly friends with the Trumps anymore?
But that's just because of this whole lawsuit that they were caught up in. Before the lawsuit, they were cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even the Murdochs have been turning their backs on the Trump. So
they turned their backs on Trump now. But it's my belief, and do I know this for sure? No, I don't. But I think that if they never had that lawsuit filed against them, they'd still be on Donald Trump's team.
I doubt it. I think it was just a matter of time before they were going to leave.
Oh.
Also, too, and I didn't listen to Rush Limbaugh a lot until 2016, but a lot of things. I mean, despite what you all think about him, those of you who are not Rush people, he did have some insights on the Murdochs, and he said that the younger Murdochs were taking over the network, and that they were the ones that were trying to turn the network a different way after Roger Ailes left.
Interesting. Well, and you know why Roger Ailes left. Because of the sexual harassment lawsuits. Multiple women over a series of years said that he took advantage of his position.
But I think it's interesting because they fired people because of supposed sexual harassment, but they're still they're still reporting, or they still have shows. Ed Henry, for example.
I don't know who that is.
He was a Fox News contributor. He is no longer on that network, obviously, because they fired him for supposed sexual harassments. And I would love to have Fox News be investigated to see if whether these people should have been fired for sexual harassment, because a lot of them are still doing things independently. Ed Henry has become Ed Henry has become a host of another show on another network that is not corporate. I can't remember who else was gone. I mean, they fired Lou Dobbs. Lou Dobbs never did anything wrong. Lou Dobbs is another reporter.
I don't know. You're saying he never did anything wrong, but that's an opinion.
There is. I mean, they've been firing people left and right. I'm surprised they haven't fired Sean Hannity or Tucker Carlson.
Okay, so I've heard that place is riddled with sexual harassment. Fox News.
I have a suspicion that they're using sexual harassment as an excuse to get rid of these people.
I don't know about that.
I do. I wouldn't put it past them now. Now, because I think that they're traitors. But that's just me.
That's just you. And it's so weird, like, Trump people will excuse so many different things, but some of them are getting upset with Trump. Now, I will say this, and this is not an original opinion, meaning that other people have had this thought. I was watching Kyle from Secular Talk because he did a special video about it.
Of course.
From a soccer game, which is actually really funny because he's there, because he's getting married to your girl, Crystal Ball.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
They're oh, yeah, that's right. He's engaged. Okay.
Yeah. So they're doing a thing from her kid's soccer thing. And in the middle of it, their kid goes up to them. And you just hear Kyle say, "You don't want to be in this, buddy. This is a work thing."
Oh.
But So it's not an original point. Kyle made this point, and I think some people from TYT said something similar.
Yeah.
But I do think it's true. And the point is this. I think the indictment helps Trump in the Republican circles, but I think normie independents who might vote Republican because of some disagreements with Democrats, but who aren't really super conservative, are pretty much guaranteed to go Democrat in the presidential election in 2024. I don't think that Trump can win a general election at this point. I think he can easily win the Republican.
I don't know. I don't know. A lot of Democrats are. I'm sorry. A lot of Democrats. I can't talk. A lot of Democrats who have left the party and become independent. I'm not sure, because the independents can go either way. Really.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's safe to say that right now, because it's only March, right?
I know.
It's only March, and we don't know how this thing is going to pan out into the summer months and into the fall and the winter.
For real, in my own life, I know at least one person who was very big on Trump until last year and has told me that he doesn't think he could vote for him because of all the craziness.
Well, all I have to say about that is people that will say that are wusses.
No.
In my opinion.
No, see, I think at some point you have to reassess and look at a politician for what they are. So let me give you an example from my own life. So
I'm not saying, I'm not pointing to anyone. I'm just saying that, I have my own opinion about it. And, but go on.
Okay, so I used to be really high on AOC. I thought that she was great. I thought that she was really doing some powerful stuff. And it's not that I think she's a horrible person now, but she's definitely lost some of her luster.
You act as if she's a drug or something.
You want some of this new AOC, babes?
No.
You know what I mean,
no.
though? I don't think that she's as great as she once was, or the promise of her. So I would look at somebody and I would ask, why are these people turning on Trump? Well, maybe they know something that I don't. And do I really want to be somebody who's just ride or die with somebody if I see information that shows that this person is no longer what I thought?
Well, that's great, but I don't see anything right now that would question where I stand when it comes to Trump. I don't see it. I don't see it. A lot of people have said that they were for Trump and they've turned away, and they never gave an explanation why. Or they were never really for Trump and they decided to just turn away because they were going to do that anyway. So
put it to you this way. I highly doubt that my friend who tried to spend several hours on the phone with just me, convincing me that the election was stolen from Trump, is just like turning away from Trump just because. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had enough. I never had any political conversations with this person, but judging by what you've told me, he seems pretty fickle.
Oh.
That's my opinion. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but he seems very fickle, and he doesn't really seem like a strong conservative, in my opinion.
Interesting.
And that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
Let me ask you one last question.
Yeah.
Related to Trump, and then we're going to move on. So you know how we completely disagree. I think Trump is the establishment. You think he's the anti-establishment. And we've talked about this many times.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go over all the reasons why, except for one. If Trump was so anti-establishment, why did he pass a tax benefit in 2017 that 83% of the tax benefit went to the top 1% of earners?
I don't even know about that. I can't answer tax questions because I really don't have enough information about how that works.
Okay.
I really can't.
You could research it, though.
I know, but I'm not like, I don't know much about the tax thing.
Nice.
So I can't really answer that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's okay. We're going to pick on Trump a little bit, but not as much as you might expect, because we want to kind of segue into your man, Pete Buttigieg.
I really don't want to talk about Pete Buttigieg at this point.
Even if we're going to trash on him?
I guess we could. But,
okay.
But not. I don't really want to spend too much time because we have a lot of other stuff to talk about.
There was a train wreck. Anna was talking about this on TYT.
Okay.
I want to say it was Wisconsin, but again, it was late. I had a zit. And by the way, I'm still dyslexic.
Yeah.
I think it was Wisconsin early yesterday morning where there were some chemicals that spilled.
Wow.
And Pete Buttigieg, again, ain't really doing anything.
Yeah, just like he didn't do anything about the Southwest flight.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
And TYT made a good point. Yes, regulations for these chemicals were loosened under Trump, which that is bad. And they were saying, yeah, it is bad. And the lefty media is rightly taking shots at Trump. But they also said, but Biden has been in office now for a little over 2 years. So just because Trump deregulated things a little bit, Biden and Pete Buttigieg have had time to put in new regulations, and they haven't even brought it up.
And regardless what you thought about Trump, okay, he was one of the first people to travel to East Palestine, Ohio.
Exactly.
He gave them a bunch of water. He gave them some other things. And it showed that he actually really cared about the people, even though he was living in the White House. Joe Biden never did any of that.
Well, okay, yeah, Kyle from Secular Talk, I know comes up a lot on the show.
Yeah, a lot.
Played the video. And would I say it shows that Trump cares? I think it shows that Trump cares about his polling and wanting to be reelected. Now, having said that, that's more than Joe Biden did.
I don't believe he doesn't just care about his polling. I think he really does care about people. He's been the one, and I know, this is like a shameless plug here.
Go ahead.
But he's been the one to call people's families who have lost veterans or who have lost loved ones that he knew, and actually give his condolences. And at times he has even put gatherings together for families who have been grieving over their loved one, and they didn't have to pay anything. I actually have an example of that.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you've heard of these two women, but their names are Diamond and Silk.
Yes, I have.
Oh, really?
They talked about them
I'm really
honestly
surprised.
on TYT.
Okay, well, I heard clips of a Diamond, Lynette Hardaway is her name. I heard clips of her memorial service.
She died?
Yeah, she did.
When was this?
She died this January.
How'd she die?
They don't know, actually. They don't know. Okay, so I won't go too far.
Okay, yeah.
You could even look it up.
Okay.
They don't know how she died because she was only 51. Silk, which is not her real name, I can't remember what it is. She was actually there with her husband when it happened because she was giving her CPR. They were both giving her CPR. And before she died, she was on the phone with her younger sister, and she was looking really pale.
Yeah.
Like she was sick. And she said she couldn't breathe, and her breathing was short and less, and she just stopped breathing, and they could not revive her, and she was only 51.
Oh.
And the mainstream media have been badgering her, saying, tell us about your sister Diamond. And she was upset because they were trying to find out more information about how she died, and they've been grieving for I think 2 months now. And my point being is that she gave her eulogy, Silk did, and said that I called President Trump when this happened, and he was so devastated. He said, you don't have to worry about anything. Your family doesn't have to pay for anything. My family and my team are going to take care of everything. And they did.
Wow, okay.
They took care of everything. They didn't have to worry about the venue. They didn't have to worry about anything. Not the flowers, not the speakers. And they were just for this family. And they kept them, they kind of didn't want to bring it out there, actually. They didn't want to go to the media because they knew that they were going to distort them. Because they've already been taken off of Fox News. They used to be on Newsmax. And
Newsmax, you bad.
Oh, my goodness. And they just wanted to get their message out there, and then she just ends up dying.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yes.
I'll say one Trump thing, and then we can move on from him.
Yeah.
Now, you believe, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but this is what I think you believe, that January 6th was blown out of proportion, and that most people not only were protesting peacefully, but the ones who are accused of these crimes are probably not guilty.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes,
so
they do.
Here's my question for you.
Yes.
Donald Trump is a multi-billionaire by what he said, his own, words. And I actually do believe him on that.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
Okay.
And he's for the people. These people allegedly stormed the Capitol because of some words he said. My question to you is, if he's so anti-establishment, why doesn't he offer to pay every person's legal bill who is being charged with crimes related to January 6th?
They're trying to work on getting these people out. They're trying to work on getting these people out. Now, there are some things about Marjorie Taylor Greene that I do not agree with.
Oh, good.
But she has been one of the people that have been talking about these January 6th political prisoners that are in there when they haven't even done... Some of them didn't even get into the Capitol. There was one guy who might be spending a lot more time in there just because he was with Roseanne Boylan right before she died. He was trying to hold her hand and try to help her. And she was killed outside of the Capitol.
Okay, my question to you is, instead of saying some nice words...
Wait. I'm trying to get my point across.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that they're trying to work on... I don't know what's going on. Like I said, there's things behind the scenes that I don't know. So maybe they're trying to work on their legal bills. And there is an organization that has been helping these families with paying for things while they're gone and trying to get them help. But I really can't answer any further. And then maybe there is something in the works, because it's almost been, it's been 2 years for a lot of them, and they desperately want to get out, and they want help with their attorney fees.
Well, I'm just glad that you weren't there on January 6th, babes.
No.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't able to go anyway. What?
I'm working in Capitol Gay Bob.
Oh, jeez.
I love you, babes. What? I love you.
Okay.
Why can't I love my Jaylo?
No, I love you too.
Okay, good.
You last good boy.
I'm the good boy. We all know
okay,
that.
let's segue here.
Okay, so the good boy got us tickets. God is a loose word. A friend gave the good boy tickets.
Yeah, we didn't actually get them.
And I'm the good boy.
Oh my goodness. He was very kind and generous with that.
To see Sonia Jabarta. I think that's how you pronounce the last name.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure if it's Sona or Sonia. I think it's Sona, right?
Sona.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jabarta.
Jabarta, yeah.
And we had never been to this venue. Alana gets us a lift. We get picked up. The guy's really quiet.
He's very quiet, but he's
a nice dude, though.
He's a nice guy. He's from New York, and
yeah.
We were just kind of talking about, things that he experienced while driving, and
he told us a crazy story about during the snowstorm early last month. He was taking some guy home, and I guess according to GPS, they were a couple minutes away, but it was like on a slant or hill or something.
It was on a hill.
Yeah, and they couldn't make it up. And the driver offered to try to find an alternative route. And the guy just starts saying shit about this driver's mom.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, he's taking the time to drive the man home.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get them both killed.
Mm-hmm.
And the least he could do is, hey, we should take an alternative route. Like, if it were me, I would have said, oh yeah, take an alternative route. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I just want to get there safely.
Yeah.
And I want you to get home safely. And the guy just was like, I can't believe that this guy has taken the time to give you a ride, and you're just gonna be like that to him.
That is not cool.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, some people are just so rude.
Yeah.
As if they were, that they are supposed to accommodate to what they want.
But
That was the time.
Yeah, we get to the venue,
Mm-hmm.
the old church.
It really did feel like a church.
It was an old church.
It was an old church. Like like the pews were there and everything.
Get out of the car, stand in line. We were kind of listening to the people in front of us, or at least I was.
Mm-hmm.
They seemed nice.
Yeah.
And like the two couples ahead of us had both heard about Sona Jabarta on 60 Minutes.
Yeah,
which is where we heard about it.
I'm like, isn't it funny? We heard about that too.
And I said, isn't it kind of ironic that we heard about it when we were trapped at home with that Rona?
Yeah.
And because my friend is having some health issues, that's why we get to go and see her tonight, because he's trapped at home.
And I said, yeah, I guess illnesses can get us some good music, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. At one point, somebody in the line says they have an extra ticket, but of course, we're good. And I think the doors ended up opening around 7:30, even though on the tickets it said it was going to start around 7.
Yep.
With people coming in.
Yep.
We're moving near the door, and we hear a lady say, I want to get in. I'll buy a ticket from somebody. A guy somewhere behind us agrees to take her in for $35.
Yeah, she gives him 40.
Yeah. Now, I didn't like the venue, but we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
One of the cool things was we enter and we just go straight for I don't know, 10 more feet, and we're in the actual venue, the place where the artist is going to perform.
Yep.
Now, it's church pews.
Yeah.
So we sit down.
Yeah.
There's really no place to dance.
The eyes are super thin.
Yeah, one of the few concerts we've been to. I think there's one or two others. No, there's been more.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, we like to dance, but it just didn't look like that was realistic.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah. We
sat down. The church pews aren't very comfortable.
No, it wasn't.
More and more people are gathering into the building, taking their seats, general admission. And I noticed that there were a lot of masks around us.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was really strange.
I couldn't believe it because I thought, everybody else is wearing masks, because you think that it would be, people would start being, okay to start to open up and be around people more without their faces covered.
But apparently, people wanted those covered faces.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I could go on and on about it, but all I'm going to say about that is, why couldn't they take something for their immune system before leaving?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got to do their own thing, but to me, I look at it like, okay, bro, it's 2023, and I was all about that mask life for a while.
Yeah, I know you got mad at me at one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And an episode that we still haven't released.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we will eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought, maybe you said some stuff that might be a little bit get you into some trouble.
Well, I was being honest.
You were, but it was a particular time, and I more didn't release it because of that, but I do have a copy of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be dropping at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
For March of 2021.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yes. In any event, people sit down, and we got to hear about how this land was stolen from the indigenous people.
Yeah, because this guy gets on stage and decides to read this kind of a long statement, and I'm thinking, does this really have anything to do with the artist? We just came here to hear some good music, dude. We don't need to get into this political thing where white people are the evil people and this land was stolen. And I'm thinking, I thought about it, I'm like, well, if this land was stolen, then why is this venue here?
Exactly.
Why are we having a concert?
Why not give all the money from this show that the venue was going to make to indigenous people?
And I'm just thinking, I mean, I get it. That's a part of the history, but why do you have to mention it before a concert with an African woman?
Yeah, you know what I would have done?
Yeah.
I told you this in bed last night, but I didn't say it here. If I had to say something about indigenous people or whatever, or, I don't know, the way our culture is in Portland, I would have gone out there and I would have been like, hey, everyone, I'm a white dude. We're really good at stealing land, and we did that, and that's why we have a church here. And because I'm so white and I have guilt, I'm going to donate a portion of tonight's proceeds to Indigenous people. And here are 3 charities you should donate to. And by the way, I love black music. So here's Sona Jabarta. And then I would have walked off stage.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made this whole thing like, we're irresponsible because we need to take action and I'm against white supremacy. Oh, okay, everybody else is.
Yeah, like I didn't think when I went to see a African American artist that I was going to run into a lot of pro white supremacists.
Yeah, because if they would have booed her off the stage, right?
Exactly.
And I didn't get it from anybody. They really wanted to see her perform, and I'm thinking, really, are you going to tout this right now?
I like a lot of things with Portland, but sometimes the white people here are a little bit too quick to pat themselves on the back.
Yeah,
while doing it, in the form of, oh, our people have oppressed so many others throughout the years.
I can't tell you how really sick and tired I am for white people that have to apologize for being white, or white people that are being, and also people that are forcing white people to apologize. And I think that's wrong on both sides.
I hear you.
Because yes, it's a part of the history, but then what are you going to do moving forward? Are we going to keep on talking about it?
Well, and I do think, as much as we disagree and as much as I think that it's overblown, there is some truth to the systemic racism argument. However, we have to do more than just talk about it at concerts. That's not the right venue.
Well, the problem is the left can't explain what systemic racism is, and I only think that the only systemic racism that I can figure is the abortion industry. But that's another story for another time.
We could go into systemic racism, but we're not here to do that. This isn't a Sona Jabarta concert. We're only talking about one. But next time she comes to town, I'll explain to you systemic racism.
No.
Her band starts playing, and the music is awesome.
But we can't dance to it.
I know, that's the only thing. We're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't dance to it because there's nowhere to get up, and there's no space to move. So we kind of have to make do and clap our hands and sway and move. Sometimes I was using you as a drum.
Yeah, I was kind of doing that with you too. And the first song starts, a lady comes up to Alana because there's a space to your left.
Yeah.
And to my right, there's no room, really.
Yeah.
And
there are people to your right.
Yeah, she says, "Is it okay if I sit down?" We both said yes.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, yeah. And she didn't sit there.
No, I look over like maybe a minute later and she's not there. So
that was kind of
strange. I don't know if she misheard us or maybe saw somebody who she knew, but yeah, it was.
But I heard her pretty clearly, and we both said, "Yeah, go ahead and sit."
She was white though, so maybe she thought, "Should I steal this person of color's private space?" I don't know.
I don't refer to myself as a person of color. I don't know, the whole BIPOC thing is just ridiculous now.
It is.
The POC thing is ridiculous.
I prefer Tupac myself. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Okay, so the dancing isn't really a thing, but at the end, people get on their feet and start clapping around and
stomping their feet,
moving a little bit. Now, the venue had a curfew, which is unfortunate, but I thought in total the show was maybe an hour. When we got outside and I looked at my phone, it turned out it was like an hour and a half.
I couldn't believe it either.
Yeah.
It was almost 2 hours.
It was close to. She started a little bit late. She was supposed to go on at like 8.
Yeah.
And at 8:02, maybe somebody came out and said she's going to be like 10, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was 15 minutes. I think she probably got out there at around 8:12, maybe 8:15. So that's a little bit over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It was good though. It was really good.
Yeah.
We go outside, get a lift. We had another dude who was really quiet too.
We did, but he was talking to us a little bit more though.
Yeah. He had some kids. He was asking us how we met. I told him the real story. Then Alana gave him some Hollywood version.
No, it wasn't a Hollywood version. That's actually what really happened, but you forgot half of our conversation. And he goes, "Well, it's okay. You guys ended up together."
And he kept saying, "Are you going to get married?" I'm like, why would we want to ruin a beautiful relationship with something like marriage?
Well, I said I want to get married someday, and your response was not to me. I'm like, well, I don't know. We never talked about it. Unbelievable.
I know it was. We're almost at your place, and I'm like, I got to get some water when we get back to your spot. And he says, oh, so you guys aren't living together? And I'm like, no.
I said, no, we like our own apartments right now.
Exactly.
We like our own places.
It was good.
It was a good conversation. Little bit things that were fudged from him.
The driver? I didn't think
no,
you did that.
you.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, you fudged a little bit of our story.
I don't think I did, okay? No, I didn't, okay?
Oh.
You know. We get back, talk a little bit, and we're supposed to meet with my sister at around 8. So I have Alana set the alarm for 6:30. And obviously, you know that I stayed up a little bit, finally fall asleep around, I don't know, 12:30 or 1. I had a dream that somebody asked me to recite a poem that I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this like staff that I was holding in my hands.
Like a rod or something?
Yeah. And I did a poem about that instead, and people really enjoyed it. And then we woke up. I was kind of dragging my ass to get out of bed this morning. I didn't want to do it, but I knew I had to.
Oh, believe me, I didn't want to wake up yet either. I was...
Got ready. My sister was running late, but in fairness to her, she was flying here. And, you know, there is jet lag. So I wasn't really upset with it.
No, and she was very apologetic. And
yeah, and she really didn't need to be.
It's okay.
It's
fine.
all good.
I told her, I said, every time I come back to the Northwest from Hawaii, I always feel jet lag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it never feels.
Yeah, so it was good stuff.
Never feel.
Yeah.
And when I go to Hawaii from the Northwest, it's the same thing. Jet lag.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't remember having jet lag last time when I went to Hawaii, like 6 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But you didn't have any dreams, babes.
I did not. No. I just was so tired.
Oh, good.
Every time I go to an event, like if it's an event during the day, I remember like when I graduated from college in 2011, everything leading up to the day was exciting. And then after that, the ceremony, and I went home with my sister.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to go to sleep. I was really exhausted. Like
nice.
It really took a lot out of me.
Yes.
Because a big event like that it's exhausting. It is.
I hear you.
Yeah. Physically and mentally.
Oh, good.
Exhausting. More mentally than anything.
Yeah. Did we do anything big yesterday afternoon after we stopped recording and before we went to the concert? Oh, we did. You ordered us some Arby's.
Yeah, because we weren't going to be able to have time to cook anything, mm-hmm. and I decided, maybe I should order us some Arby's, because I haven't had that in a while. And initially I was thinking about just having a sandwich and something else, but I'm like, I'm actually really hungry. Maybe I should grab a drink, and I bought you a shake. And
I said I'd make sure that you didn't have to worry about paying for breakfast tomorrow.
Well, I wasn't going to.
Yeah, my sister did that.
Yeah, okay.
It had been a hot minute since I've had anything from Arby's.
Yeah.
I went there with their market fresh sandwiches.
Was it good?
Oh, hell yeah. I enjoyed that thing.
Okay.
Yes. And...
Really? From Arby's?
I thought it was good. Now, is it the best sandwich I've ever had? No. But it was legit good for an Arby's sandwich.
I've never had one. Maybe I should get one of those one time.
I like their market fresh sandwiches, or I did when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I guess you could make the argument I still do. And Alana, you were proven wrong about something, babes, which I knew was going to happen.
Well, I haven't had a beef and cheddar sandwich in a long, long time. And I
haven't either, babes.
I know. But I didn't realize they were on hamburger buns.
Mm-hmm.
But they were. I was wrong.
Yep.
That's the only thing I was wrong about.
No, that's a pretty significant thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I haven't. Yeah, it's just been. I don't even know how long it was since I had an Arby's thing.
Yeah.
And a long time ago, they used to have these desserts called cheesecake poppers. Have you ever seen those?
I've heard of them. I have not had them.
I don't know what they're made from, but they have like cream cheese in the middle. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Really good. So we had some breakfast. It was super good.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta talk about what you had, because I never heard of the German. It might have been a Dutch baby, I think.
No, I don't know what a Dutch baby is, but it's called a German pancake. And I didn't remember, but my sister said I had it the last time she took me to Elmer's.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I did. And I had it with a side of ham with some hash browns.
Was it nice and fluffy?
It was pretty fluffy.
Yum.
Yeah, it was legit.
Good.
Yes.
So I had an omelet that I haven't had an omelet in a long time, and it came with hash browns. I actually asked for hash browns instead of fruit.
Oh.
And it was pretty cheesy because there's some cheese that were just it was like long pieces of cheese, and it came with a buttermilk biscuit. I did not have butter on it, but it tasted good without it.
Mm-hmm.
And good orange juice.
Yeah.
I thought about getting hot cocoa, but I'm like, I'm in an orange juice mood.
I had a little bit of your OJ.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I dug it.
Yeah, nice and cold.
Yes. Oh, one last thing about Trump, but it's not what you think it's going to be.
Okay.
When I saw that he was indicted yesterday, or I guess he's going to be, or however this whole thing works, I said that to you, and then I started singing that Ice Cube song, What Can I Do? Where he's like, getting excited, indicted, spend a grip in a year trying to fight it. You got upset with me for doing that.
Because I'll never hear the end of it.
Got a baby on the way. Damn,
all
it's
right,
a mess.
all right. I heard that one.
All right, stop. Stop. Took some advice from my Uncle Fester, all dressed up in polyester.
Come back
all
here.
right. I'll stop.
Come back here, you washgul.
Okay.
You washgul.
I like Ice Cube, but you already know that.
I know. And I have to hear it over and over and over.
Well, babes.
Yeah?
I know this is a shorter one.
That's okay.
Is there anything else you want to discuss before we wrap it up?
How long is this actually?
Let me see. It is 1 hour and 7 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good size one.
I like the ones that are like over 2 hours, but that's just me.
I know.
I think if we tried to stretch it, we'd really be taking advantage of people because there's not really a lot more to discuss. I think you wanted to give me a snack if I'm remembering right.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to eat one though.
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
I think I haven't had any chocolate at all.
Nice.
Today. But it was, you know what? It was good catching up with them. It was really good to see them.
It was great seeing them. We're gonna see them again tonight.
Yeah, which I thought maybe they were just gonna do their thing, and that was the only time we were gonna see them.
I'm glad we get to see them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I listen. If it was up to me, they never would have moved. But
I know.
Yeah.
But your sister seemed genuinely happy to see us.
Yeah.
I think it was so nice to talk to her.
Well, I hate to brag, but I think of all the people in the family circle, and you're not family, but you're in the family circle because of me.
Sort of, yeah.
We're the coolest. I mean, of her family circle.
Yeah, we're all the coolest.
We got our issues, but we're up there. we're good. We're good.
Yeah, and that's great. I'm glad that your nephew is enjoying school.
Yeah.
And yeah, poor thing. I think he's really tired.
I know.
Oh.
He's a good kid though.
He is. He's a good kid. I think he's definitely well, you know how when kids get older, when they used to be really hyper when they're younger,
I know,
and then they kind of mellow out. Maybe he's mellowing out.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with him when he was younger.
No, he was a good little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had a lot of energy.
Yes.
Yes.
And we were talking about the animals and that their dog is doing well, and
Sister still wants me to take my mom's cat.
Oh, yeah. It's too bad that he's not being very the dog isn't being very nice to people after the other dog died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Now, I wonder if there's like therapy for dogs.
There is.
Is there?
Do I know if it works? No, but I've heard of things called animal therapy. Yeah.
Maybe he needs that.
It sounds a little bit new agey to me.
It sounds new agey, but then, I wonder if there's any way that he could warm up to people again.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because he was very into people when the other dog was alive.
Yeah.
Yes. Not that he isn't, but he has his own people that he likes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, good, babes.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say? I just realized my sister had her one cat since like the 90s.
Yeah, the other one that just won't go away.
Yeah.
But he's a good boy.
Well, that was the one who's no longer with us. The cat.
Oh.
Like
the grandma.
Yeah.
The grandma cat.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. Well,
she was a nice cat, though.
Yes.
She was just very old.
Yeah.
Old lady.
Yeah, we old.
And the dog was a grandpa. They're like the grandpa and the grandma of the family. Yes.
Yeah. Well, babes.
Yeah?
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Oh, give me a kiss and we'll wrap it up.
Oh my goodness. Can you please stop talking like that?
Like what?
Ugh.
Did we talk here, babes, real quick?
What?
Oh, let me give you a kiss and then I'll kiss you after we talk about it. I can't remember if I said it here or not. I know I told you here that I watched the Marlon Wayans comedy special about the Will Smith slap.
Yeah.
Which I still think is brilliant to do an entire special about one thing. But when he said he's making fun of Will Smith and he's saying only white people would get jiggy with it, and he's doing the getting jiggy with the dance. He's like, this shit is like the Carlton dance with hands. That cracked me up.
The Carlton dance with did Carlton, when he was dancing, did he only use his feet?
No, he didn't use his hands the way they do in the getting jiggy with it dance, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Carlton was in the getting jiggy with it dance?
No, but I'm saying it's like the Carlton dance with hands is what Marlon Wayans was expressing. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a getting jiggy with it dance.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I didn't know that either, but apparently there was. But yeah. And then he's like, the only song that Will Smith made that Brothers danced to is Summertime. And he's like, it was so good, Brothers was getting capped in the middle of that song. Which is like Marlon Wayans tries to ghetto it up, but his parents were Jehovah's Witnesses. So it's like, okay, dude, you're trying to, You're
trying too hard here.
Yeah, but it's still
I didn't
funny.
know they were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they're pretty strict.
They were. Did you ever read that book, Homie Don't Play That, about the history of In Living Color?
No, you told me about it, though.
That's a really good book. I want to say Bob Moore does a narration for it on...
He's such a good narrator.
Yeah.
He sounds like a wise old man.
I love Bob Moore. No, I mean, I love his work.
He kind of talks like this. And
oh?
Yeah. Bob Moore's good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
All right, give me a kiss and we'll wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
All right, babes, any last words? Any dreams or...
No, I didn't have any dreams, but all I have to say was it was a pretty it was a good day yesterday, and I'm looking forward to dinner.
Yes.
Whenever it is.
Yes. My sister said we'll be going around 4. Okay. So, yeah.
Very good.
All right. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So,